Okay, you guys should all know how to get into your Apache Access, you know, your A numbers and your passwords. Okay, so to get to our online course, you are going to scroll down, and on the left hand side you'll notice that there it says My Online Classes. You'll click that link. Now I come down here to the faculty one, so mine's a little different, so I'll click My Online Classes, and I've got 3 classes right now, and I'll just click one of these. The 2 classes, my 2 classes here are the same. So, okay, if you'll notice over here now, I've been taken out to that portal. We call this Canvas, and so now I'm in Canvas. You need to make sure you read through the welcome, and then you will begin on the Start Here module. Okay, so when I click Start Here module, it will give me my different pages. So I've got the welcome page, course orientation, and so on. You'll notice a Start Here quiz. I put a couple of reviews down here for you, and then I've got a video too that I thought you guys maybe you'll want to look at some point. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the home page again. And over on this left side, you'll see announcements, the modules, discussions. Make sure you look out for those discussions because they will be graded. And then conferences down here. This is new to me. This was new, I think, for this semester. So I'm going to try to do some conferencing. That way I can help you guys live instead of just through email. And I've got that set up in my syllabus. Okay, so what I really wanted to show you was, because I think I have a lot of first year students, is that your actual course, the meat of your course, the mathematics part of it, is in a portal called MyLabsPlus. So you notice I have a blue link right here, so I'm going to click on MyLabsPlus and it's going to take me out. I logged in earlier today, so it's automatically taking me into my course. Normally it would take me to the screen where I have to put my password in, my username and password. Okay, so for now I didn't have to do that. Your username is going to be your A number, and your password, if you've used it in the past, is your date of birth, probably, or maybe you set your own password. For you guys that are new, you're going to have to click on Forgot My Password, and then you will set a new password. We suggest you guys use your date of birth. It makes it easy. That way you always know what it is. But if you have some other password you'd like to use, then I guess that's fine. Okay, so I'm going to click now into the MyLabsPlus, and so this is your math course. Okay, over here you'll see what to work on next. You'll notice this MMO orientation, MM1, topic 1.6, MM1, topic 1.6. Okay, MM stands for mini mod or mini module. So we've got this broken up. We've got the course broken up into mini modules. Okay, so on this left hand side, where are you going to find everything? Where are you going to start? You're going to come here to assignments, and assignments is where you'll find all of your learning guide pages, your textbook pages, your homework, your videos, and everything. The study plan, you can click on study plan. After you finish with a couple of mini modules, you may want to go back and look at some stuff and see, you know, where you need some extra help. Gradebook, this is where I'm going to post your grades. I'm not going to be putting your grades in Canvas. They're going to be here in your MyLabsPlus. Your e-text, this will take you directly to the textbook, and you can use it like a typical e-text. Your learning guides, those are your notebook pages. You should print those. Actually, you really are required to print those so that you can take notes while you watch the videos. The multimedia library, that kind of gives you all kinds of different things. It's sort of like the e-text, but it's the e-text on steroids because it puts it out there for you. All the videos and everything are hyperlinked in there. And then you've got your tools for success, student success core tools. These are my buttons, they're not yours. So you can click around, you're not going to hurt anything, just click it. What I really wanted you to see was the flow of the course through assignments. So I'm going to click on assignments. Now, one thing about assignments is that it defaults to homework. You'll see how it says up here, homework and test, homework. It defaults to homework. I like to, from the drop-down menu, click all assignments, because then I can see my quizzes and I can see I'll move down a little bit and I can see my test. I'll go to the next page. So now see there's a quiz and then there's a test. And then on this left-hand column I've got the deadlines. Okay. You'll notice right here that the quiz has a 60-minute time limit, and you get 2 attempts to take quizzes. The tests do not have a time limit, but you only get 1 chance to take those, and these have to be taken in the testing center. So I'm going to go back to the first part of this, and you'll notice that there are green flags. Now, not all my flags are there because I've been kind of clicking around and working so that I can see what you guys are doing, but on your page you're going to see all green flags. The green flags are prerequisites, and so that's the order in which you'll do the steps. So if you notice, I'll highlight this green flag, and it says you must do Mini-Mod 0 orientation homework before starting this assignment. So that means that you got to go up here and do this one first. This one's not going to open for you. Now, because I'm the instructor, I can open any of them. So I do want to open the pages. So I'm going to open the pages for you. You're not going to get all of these windows or the pop-ups. I'm only getting those because I'm kind of skipping around. Okay, you'll notice a PDF icon right here. So if I click on the link, it's going to open the PDF of those learning guide pages or the notebook pages. I'm going to pull this over so you guys can see it. Okay, so I can see that it's 4 pages long, so I'm going to print all 4 of these pages. And I also notice on these that on the left hand side there is an example problem worked, and on the right hand side there's a problem that I can practice on. So make sure that you have these pages printed while you're watching the video. So I'm going to close this and I'm going to come back to assignments. Okay, so now next, I would normally have a green flag here, but again, like I said, I'm kind of playing around in it. So you'll notice this is a little textbook icon, so I'll click on that icon and it is going to open up the textbook for me. Now you do have to open up those textbook pages in order to, move down sequentially with the prerequisites, but you may not need to read through all of the textbook pages. If you feel like that you don't need to read all those textbook pages, then you can just close those and move on. So I'm going to go back to my assignments, and I see that my next step is a video. So I click on the video. You'll notice the little film reel. It's going to open up my video for me. Okay, so I'll play just a little bit of my video. This one's exponents in scientific notation. Gives me my learning guide. Gives me any background information that I need. And then it'll give me some example problems. Okay, so I can go through the video. And I'm going to have my learning guide pages with me as I go through the video to take notes. Okay, so then my next step I see is homework. So I'll click on my homework and I see that I've got 21 problems in here. Well, I opened this earlier and I actually worked problem number 1, so that's why there's a check mark here and I got it right. If I had missed problem number 1, then I would have an X right here. So I'm going to move on to problem number 2 and talk to you about the problems. Okay, let me pull this back in there so you can see it. Okay, it says use properties of exponents to simplify the given expression. First express the answer in exponential form, then evaluate the expression. So this expression says 5 to the second raised to the second power. So this means 5 to the second times 5 to the second. And we call this the power rule. And so what I end up doing with the 2 powers is I multiply them together. So the correct answer is 5 to the 4th. So my base is 5, and then I need a power, so I come down here, I click the power, gives me a little power box, and I'll raise it to the 4th power, and I will click check answer. So I got that one right. Okay, so now it says evaluate. When it says evaluate, finding the value of something, you're getting a number. Okay, so this is 5 to the second, which I know is 5 to the 4th, which means 5 times 5 times 5 times 5. So if you want to calculate that with your calculator, you can. Okay, 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times 5 is 25. So then 25 times 25 is 625. And I click check answer. I got it right. So you'll notice I had a little check mark. It went by really quickly. I couldn't see it, but it was there. And notice my homework score is now at 9.52%. I've gotten 2 out of the 21 correct. Okay, so let's say I'm working on this one, and this says use properties of exponents to simplify the given expression. First, express the answer in exponential form, then evaluate the expression. So this is a two-stepper again. So I have 3 to the 7th divided by 3 to the 4th. So I'm thinking, I know the base is going to be 3 because the base was 3 on the numerator and the base was 3 on the denominator. And I think the power is going to be 11. So I'm going to type 11. Let's see what happens. So I click check answer and it says, no, that's not right. So then it explains it to me kind of in symbols, and then it explains it to me in words, and it says I was supposed to subtract the exponents. So subtract the exponent in the denominator from the exponent in the numerator. Okay, so I'm like, can I fix that now? Yes, I can. So I can come back up here, and I know that my exponent is not correct. So if I subtract the exponent in the denominator from the exponent in the numerator, then that means to take 7 minus 4, which is 3. So let me hit check answer. I hit check answer, I click OK. So I must have gotten it right because it gave me the second step. So then 3 to the 3rd power means 3 times 3 times 3. And 3 times 3 is 9, and 9 times 3 is 27. So I'll click check answer, and I got it right. Okay? Now, if I missed a problem, let's say that I got this one and I'm like, I think that one's 3 to the 4th. And I click check answer, and then I'm just like, okay, I can't remember, so I want to move on. So I'm going to move on, and I'm going to say yes. Okay, so it moves me to the next problem. I know I missed that one because I'm on problem number 4, but yet I'm on problem number 5, but I only got 3 of 21 points. So I know I've missed one of the questions. Can I go back? Yes, you can always go back, and you can correct your answer. This correct answer should have been 3 to the 2nd power, because if I take 4 minus 2, I get 2. I check my answer, got it right, and so then I evaluate it. 3 squared means 3 times 3, and 3 times 3 is 9. So I click check answer, got it right, and then I get to move on. So that's how you will go through your homework. I'm going to save it because I'm going to come back later. Notice I've got my check marks. Okay, I'm going to come back to assignments, and it defaulted back to just the homework. So I'm going to go back to all assignments, and then I notice, okay, well, I've got to work through these until I finally get to the quiz. You're going to take the quizzes at home, okay, but you're going to take the tests in the testing center. Again, for the quizzes, you have 2 tries in 60 minutes. For the test, you have unlimited time, but you only get 1 try. And you have to take it at the testing center.